Good morning, yogis, or afternoon. Hi, Pat. Yes, I am okay. I'm sad, but I am okay. Thank you. Yes. Hello, Barbara, Ron, and LJ. Nice to have you guys be part of this chair yoga today. Oh, you guys immediately make me feel whole and complete, and I love the endless support that we give one another. So thank you. Hello, sweet Jessica, my fellow crazy dog, cat person. Good morning, Joe. Ready for a good week? Yes. Hello, Cindy. Thank you for checking in. It means so much. Torlin, Francine, Carl, you made it. So nice. So nice. We're so lucky to have each other. Really blessed. So as we gather, Anita, I know. So there's a little bit of a flipping, like a glitch, or I don't know if that's the right word, going on with the connection. I don't know if you're seeing it on your side. Miani, I love you. And I just hope that we don't lose connection during the broadcast, as you might say. Sounds so fancy. So we'll see. We'll see how we do. I'm not sure what that's all about. Make sure as we come together today, good morning, Victoria. If you have a chair, that's fabulous. Just make sure it's a sturdy chair. It's not going to break as you kind of wiggle around. Hello, Kathy. And I encourage, if you do have some props, I have blocks. If you have some books or cans of soup, just throwing it out there, that's very helpful. Just for the forward folds, if you choose to do them. And other than that, really, wherever you are, I want you just to be able to enjoy the practice, enjoy the community that we have built together. Good morning, Laura. What a treat. And Vince, namaste. So this community that we are building together is just so important. It's so about each other. It's supporting each other, loving each other. And I know, as many of you know, I've been going through a difficult time on top of all of what's going on in the world. But we were struggling with our little precious Penelope, and we did send her yesterday off to, as I say, the angels. I'm a big believer in angels, and it was beautiful, sad, and emotional, but the right thing, we know. And so as we move forth, we keep her in our hearts. I will always keep her in my heart, as I do all my fur babies and all that I love. And I really do appreciate the community. I think you guys have just, you kind of had almost been forced to be on this journey with me, as little Penelope sat in the background. And so I appreciate the support and the concern and the love. I put a great picture of her up. I can't remember if it was last night or this morning, just kind of like a bow, here I am picture. And so I just want that to be a fond memory of her visual, because she was full of fire, full of life. So as we come into our practice today, again, thank you. And thank you for showing up and showing up for yourselves. Really, really important, especially during these times that we step up, we show up, and keep ourselves healthy and strong physically and mentally, especially the mental. And this is a great way to do it. So just finding your seat, finding that space that you hold, whether it be in the chair, laying on a couch, or maybe you are in bed and that's where you're practicing from. Find what's right, that foundation of your seat, okay? Can I take that? And as we start, just allow the sit bones to drop down into the chair, rocking a little bit side to side. Let the soles of the feet come onto the earth if you're in that chair, and just really planting the feet. And then begin to feel that kind of lifting out of your seat, that rooting to rise, right? So sitting a little taller. And as we sit a little bit taller, just notice how that feels in your body. That sense of pride, for me, that sense of, again, self-care to me. As I sit a little taller and honor this being, this person. And just notice these thoughts in your mind, whatever may be coming and going. Notice what they are. Notice what you might be able to release in the thoughts. Maybe negativity. Maybe thoughts of the past that kind of hold you, that grip you. Maybe you can release them. Or maybe those thoughts to the future, whether it be stressful or anxiousness or the things that we need to do. Maybe you can release those as well. And just come into this practice together, this time together. This is one of the beautiful things that I do love about the practice of yoga, the physical practice, the asanas, is quite honestly, I don't really think about much of anything else while I'm practicing. Thoughts will come and go, and the shape of the pose moves, and then my thought shifts and comes back to the physical body. And these breaths, the pranayama practice, focusing the mind as well. Just notice where your breath is. Notice how it flows through this beautiful body. Notice if it's a tight breath or an uneven breath. Notice where the effort is with the breath. Sometimes you can really see the anxiousness or stress in ourselves through our breath. So let's release that with taking 3 inhales and exhales out through the mouth. So just find that inhale. Open the mouth as you exhale softly out. Inhale again. Open the mouth and softly exhale out through the back of the throat. One more breath, just a nice cleansing, shifting breath. Out through the mouth. Closing the lips and just feel the breath, if you can, in and out through the nose. If it feels too much, just take those exhales in softly out through the mouth. Whatever feels right. Just feel the breath. And today we're going to begin just finding that breath as it rises from the belly up into the ribs and then up into that heart center. And then feel the breath as it sinks back down. The heart center, the ribs, and then down into the belly. Capture that breath, the inhale, belly, ribs, heart center, ribs, and belly. Following it, filling the belly, into the ribs, up into the heart center, and the heart center, ribs, and belly. And just notice that flow of breath, trying to take a full inhale, slow, of course, and that full exhale, emptying out fully, drawing the belly in at the end. Again, feel that breath as it fills you up. Up into the heart center. And again, that release, slow and controlled, back out. Just a few more rounds like this pranayama, this Durga pranayama, filling you up. A nice cleansing breath. Also a breath that keeps the muscles all around the lungs strong. And that exhale breath, again, the belly button can draw slightly in at the base. Good. Just find that rhythm. And that release. Good. One more round like that. And then finding that next exhale. And from here, we're going to take an inhale and we're going to draw it up into the right lung, into that right chest. And then let it flow slowly back out. And again, take that breath into that right lung. Flow back out, nice and slow. So 3 times, one more breath into that right lung. Feel it into the shoulder, into the chest, into the neck on that right side. And then feel the exhale as it sinks back down into the belly. And then take that breath, the next inhale, into your left lung or left chest, shoulder. And then exhale, release back down. And again, 2 more. Feel the inhale rising into that left chest, lung, shoulder. And then that exhale as it releases slow back down to the pit of the belly. 1 more right there. Filling up that left side, that heart. And then exhale, let it flow back out. Now from here, take that next breath into the right shoulder blade, that lung into the back of the body, into the back of the shoulder on that right side, and then exhale when it comes, slowly let it release back out. Good. 2 more like that. Just feel that rising up into that right shoulder blade. Feel the expansion into the back of the body and then releasing back out. Good. 1 more. Just feel that rise of the breath into that right shoulder blade, neck. And then releasing slowly back out. Good. And then take it into that left shoulder blade. So sort of up that body into the shoulder blade, into the back of the shoulder, that lung, and then release back out. Connect to it. Feel as it expands. Again, inhale. Exhale. Good. 1 more breath here into that left shoulder blade, that left side of your body in the back. Feel it expand and then exhale out. Good. Now from here, take that breath. You might even place your hands there. Bring it into the ribs. Let the ribs kind of expand front and back. And then releasing under your hands if you placed them there. Good. 2 more like that. Inhale, feel the breath filling up. And exhale, releasing. 1 more like that. That inhale, filling up. Feel the ribs expand. And then releasing back out. Good. So here we go. We're going to take all of it. We're going to expand, filling up the ribs, the chest, the right, the left, the shoulder blades, the neck. And then exhale, slow out. Feel that whole body releasing. Again, inhale, just fill up all parts of the lungs, the ribs, the heart, the back. And exhale, release back out. Good. Last time, just really cleansing with these breaths. They're full. And they release. Beautiful. From here, take these arms, sweep them up to the sky on the next inhale. Bring the palms together and exhale. Bring the hands to your heart center. And just bow into yourself. Bow into this practice as you honor yourself. Honoring the movement, the breath, this present moment, this gift of you and of me. Take an inhale, lift your head. Just once, exhale out through the mouth. And inhale together for 3 ohms. Inhaling. Beautiful. Slide the hands down to your knees, and we're going to move right into that cow pose as we take the heart forward, lifting that chin ever so slightly and shoulders melt away from the ears. As you take this pose, just feel the space coming into the heart center, and that neck is long. And the next exhale, begin to round back, sitting, tucking the tail, sitting back a little bit, and just feeling the space into the back of the shoulder blades. And then comes that inhale as you lift your chest, lift your heart, open it up, shoulders melt away from the ears. And then exhale, draw the belly button in back into that cow. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the chest, open up that heart, neck is long. And exhale, begin to round back, reaching into the back of the body. Should feel sweet into the back, into the shoulder blades. 2 more rounds. Inhale, open up. Just feel all the vertebrae moving. Exhale, there's a tucking of the tail underneath. 1 more round. Inhale, sweep up, open up that heart. Beautiful. And exhale, slow and control, just round, tuck in. Should feel really sweet. Again. Good. Inhale, come back up. Shoulders come over the hips. There's a nice length into the center line of the body. We're going to take these arms, sweep them up to the sky. Get that nice reach. And then just walk out. So just walking out, lifting the belly button in and up and just reaching into it. Should feel good. Good. Just stretching out the side body. Good. 1 more time. Good. Now take both arms up to the sky. We're going to interlace the hands. We did this a little bit last week, so getting a kind of fist of the hands. And then we're going to turn the palms and open them up towards the sky. So you're pushing the palms up towards the sky. Relax the neck as much as possible. So if you feel that all of this is going up into the neck, soften, bend the elbows a little bit more, and just get a kind of sweet stretch for you into the palms. So whatever it is. Good. Take another breath. The exhale is kind of drawing in, stretching out those palms. Good. Now from here, take a nice inhale. Take the palms out in front of you, so chest height, and exhale, push them away. So as you do, there's reaching into the backs of the shoulders, a little bit of the neck. You're staying a little taller, the belly button's drawing in. Good. Take another breath, inhale, and those exhales kind of reaching the hands away. Good. Now from here, we're going to take these hands and we're going to take them back up to the sky. We're almost there. And then we're going to remake that fist of the hands. Good. And then bring the hands down. Just peek right in front of you. See what finger is on top. Mine is the right finger. Maybe it's your left. Which pointer finger? And then let the arms go. Give them a little shake. Good. Shake it out a little bit. So you should feel some nice energy beginning into the forearms, the wrists, the hands. Good. Now from here, sweep these arms back up to the sky. Get that nice juicy reach. Good. Same thing, just walk it out a little bit. So again, opening up the side bodies, reaching one hand and then the other. Letting the belly button draw in and up so we're not collapsing into that lower back in any form. Good. Now from here, we're going to take these hands and again, we're going to interlace them. So my tendency always, that right finger or pointer finger always wants to go on top. So I'm going to switch and then all the fingers shift one over. So now I have my left finger on top. See what it is for you. Switch that. Good. Take the arms back up to the sky. And then again, turn the palms up to the sky. Notice how it feels very different, most of us, from the other side. Good. Let the shoulders melt away. And again, if there's a lot of tension coming to the neck, then just soften the elbows. Think about this reach from the sit bones through the side body, through the arms, and up into the palms of the hands. And just breathe into that sweetness. Inhale. And then push a little bit more to the sky with the exhale. Good. One more like that. Inhale. And that exhale. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale. Bring the arms back out, shoulder height out in front of you. Good. Almost there. Take an inhale and then just reach a little bit more out in front. And you might tuck the chin a little bit. Breathe into the back of the neck. Should feel good. One more breath. Beautiful. Now from here, again, take these arms back up to the sky. Beautiful. Release the hands and bring them down alongside your body. Give them a little shake. Whew. That's one way to awaken the hands up. And just make some nice circles into the wrist. One direction and then the other. No rush. Just kind of letting that stretch, that energy spread. Good. Yes. Hands come back down to the knees. From here, we're going to take both arms again. We're going to just come into some classic shapes and poses today. Taking and reaching the arms up to the sky. Get that nice big reach. And we're going to take and hook the thumbs. We love this pose. Take that inhale. And take this over to the right a little bit. That side stretch into the body. And again, let the shoulders melt away from the ears. Feel that breath. And as you reach over to the right, see if you can feel the breath into that left rib cage a little bit more. That left side of the chest. Take the breath there for one more. Nice. And then slowly coming back up. And we're going to take another nice big inhale. Switch the hook of the thumbs and exhale over to the left. Feel the belly drawing in so you're not collapsing into the lower back. And then begin to feel the breath into that whole rib cage, that right rib cage. 2 more breaths here. So just soft, feel where the breath goes into your ribs and lung. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Now, slow, come back up. We're going to release these hands. We're going to take them out towards that T. And as you do, lengthen the neck again. And then bring the hands down. But this time, as we've been doing, bring them a little bit more behind you and open up that heart center. Lift the chest slightly. There's a little rounding of the back, almost like that cow back. Good. Yeah, and then keep the arms as they are. Lift the belly button, kind of lengthen the spine. And then dip the chin in a little bit. Feel that into the back of the neck. Working the backs of the arms and the muscles of the backs of the shoulders. Beautiful. Now from here, sweep the arms back up to the sky. Get that nice big reach. Inhale and exhale. And then take this right arm and cross it over to the outside of that left knee. And take this left hand. Again, you might bring it to your hip. You might bring it into your lower back with the palm facing out. You might find a little edge of the chair depending on your chair. I want you first lift the belly button in and up so you feel it kind of lifting up under the ribs. The heart opens. And then slow, begin to take a little twist. Doesn't need to be big. First twist today. And just notice as you take this twist that it comes from down at the root, into the belly, into the ribs, into the heart center, then into the shoulders. Take that gaze over the left shoulder. Feel the breath if you can in both rib cages here. Feel the breath, both rib cages. One more breath. Love it. And then ever so slowly, slow is important, unravel. Take the arms, reach them back up to the sky. Good. And then from here, take that left hand across to the outside of that right knee. Sit tall here. Get that right hand to find either the waist or the lower back, palm facing out, or maybe that sort of bit of the side of the chair. Whatever feels right, sit tall. And then begin to draw the belly in, then the ribs, then the chest as we take this twist, opening up. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Just feel this nice openness into the heart and this length into the ribs. That's why I want you to take the breath into the ribs for 3 here. Inhale, feel the expansion. And exhale, feel the release. Open the heart, relax the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. Good. And that exhale. And then ever so slowly again, take these arms, unravel, take the arms up to the sky. Good. And bring the hands back to your heart center. And as we bow into this place right here, right now. Inhales and exhales. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to take these arms again. We're going to add on. So we're going to sweep them up to the sky. Good. We're going to take that right hand across to the outside of that left knee and that left hand again, hip, lower back or chair. Take and lengthen and take a little bit of that twist as we twist to the left. Feel that you're long, you're not collapsing, and you're not overdoing this twist by over twisting at the shoulders and neck. You'll start at that waist and ribs. That'll tell you how deeply you go. Take your breath. Good. And then we're going to take that left hand and we're going to reach it up to the sky. I love this little stretch. And then slowly just reach it out over that right knee a little bit. So it's on an angle. It's a side stretch into that whole left side of the body. Now, take 2 breaths here if you can. Lifting the belly button in, breathe into that left rib cage and exhale. Good. Again, breathe into that left rib cage. Let it expand a little bit and exhale. Good. Now, inhale. Take this left arm up to the sky. Good. Exhale, back over. Beautiful. Inhale, back up to the sky. Take both arms up. Good. Exhale, hands come to your heart center. And just see if you can feel all into that left rib cage, that lower back in a healthy way. Not overdone, but just nice energy there. 1 more breath. Beautiful. From here, take these arms, sweep them back up to the sky as we come to the other side. Take that nice inhale. And that exhale. Good. Now from here, take that left hand, reach it, and cross it over to the outside of that right knee. And that right hand comes in to the hip, the lower back, or it finds the chair. Feel that you sit a little bit taller. And then as you begin again to take that twist, let it start at that base and then move into the chest, shoulders, and then the gaze reaches over. Feel that space. Take the breath there. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. 1 more breath. Good. Now from here, take that right hand, sweep it up to the sky, get that nice big reach. And then slow, lifting the belly in and up, you take it across to sort of the outside of that left knee. Feel the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Get that breath into that right rib cage. Exhale. Good. 1 more breath there. Really focusing that mind. Good. Now, inhale, just lift up a little bit. And then exhale back over, lifting the belly button in and out. Beautiful. Sweep the arms slowly back up to the sky. Get that nice big reach. And then hands come down to the heart center and just pause into that. Lots of action of the waist, that twisting, that breath. Just pause. 2 more breaths. Listen for the breath. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then as you lift your head, we're going to take these hands, bring them back down to our knees. We're going to move into 2 rounds of that cow and cat. Inhaling as you reach forward into that cow. Should feel good as we balance out into a neutral spine. Exhale as you round back into that cat. Oh, that feels really good after those twists. Inhale again. 1 more round. Opening up that heart. Shoulders relax. And then exhale. Rounding back. Breathing into the back of the body. Beautiful. Now from here, come back, find that nice neutral spine. And we're going to just fold forward so hands can stay either on the knees. Look at my spine. It's long with a natural curve to it, of course. And then from here, you can stay here, or you might bring the forearms down onto the knees, but still keep that long spine here. Let the shoulders roll away from the ears. And just take some breaths wherever you are. So hands here or forearms here, either or. And just feel as you take the breath, I want you to feel it running up the spine, that inhale to the crown of the head. And the exhale, just let it roll back down. Good. Take 2 more breaths. Follow those inhales. And those exhales. 1 more breath. Good. And those exhales. Now from here, some options. Staying with the hands on the knees or the forearms, just let that head slowly go. So as you do, you're going to feel a little bit more up the spine and just a little bit of that Uttanasana, but a modified version. Just let the head go, and you might even gently nod the chin a little side to side, breathing into the back of the body. Inhales and exhales. Good. Let the sit bones kind of relax back. Now from here, draw the belly button in a little bit. And as you do, kind of push out of the hands or the forearms. And you'll feel a little stretch come into the lower back. Should feel good. 1 more breath. Perfect. And then slowly, we're going to re-extend that spine long. Yeah, long spine, shoulders melt away from the ears. And then here's another option. So you can stay as you were, hands on knees or forearms on knees. You might take it deeper. So if you grabbed props and you have them, books, cans of soup, or jars of stewed tomatoes, you can always use that. I'm going to take and bring one hand down slowly to the prop, and then slowly let the other hand follow. Now my feet, I should have said this, are a little bit wider. And so my hands are coming between the feet. Let the sit bones melt down and just let yourself rock a little bit side to side. And feel that beautiful length up the spine, up the neck. Breathing there, just rock a little bit. So again, you might still be here with the forearms or here with the hands. Doesn't matter. We're just rocking slightly side to side and getting that nice movement into the lower back wherever we are. Breathe there. Let the head go. I have a tendency to kind of not let the head go and hold the breath into the back of my shoulders and neck. 1 more breath here. Really love it. So if your hands are down, slide the forearms back. We're going to all find that half lift, that long spine. And then the hands are going to come to the knees if they're not already. And we're all going to lift up. Feels good. So sliding the blocks to the side. We're going to start by moving into the legs a little bit. We're going to take this right leg, and we're just going to open it out to the side slightly. And that left foot just a little bit out. I want us then to extend that right leg long. So if you're in a chair, you might have to shimmy a little bit more forward. And again, if you're laying down, modify these. You can still open up the legs a little bit if you're laying on the bed. So take what's right for you. So that we're starting with that right heel turned up and this left foot solidly on the earth. So as you sit tall, I want you to take these hands and bring them to the hips. If that feels okay, you can always have one on the chair and really lengthen out of the kind of the hips. You get that length into the side of the body. Good. Take your breath. Inhale and an exhale. Good. Now, from here, we're going to take that left forearm. Actually, let's start with a hand. Take that left hand and bring it to the top of that leg. And you're going to open up the chest a little bit, almost opening it to the right slightly. And then bend that left elbow. You're going to begin to feel a stretch into that whole right hip. Take your breath here. And if it feels okay, take that right arm, lift it up to the sky, and then maybe a little bit over. There's a big stretch there, and you're kind of supporting that you don't go too far with this left hand. You can always take the forearm down. It'll deepen the stretch. So be really mindful of what you do. I'm going to keep my hand there. Good. One more breath. Good. Now slowly drawing in and up, take that right hand and bring it back to the hip. Left hand back to the hip. Sit nice and tall. Beautiful. Now, from here, we're going to do that same kind of movement, but on the other side. So you're going to begin to incorporate that right leg. So taking that right hand, bring it down onto the top of the leg. This left knee, let it keep opening up and let the core support you. Whatever you do, I do not want this hand onto your kneecap, okay? It's above it. And if you're so flexy, you can go below it, but I'm going to encourage stay above it. So as you do, that right hand on that right thigh, belly button lifts, and we're going to just turn a little bit towards that left knee. And then maybe this left hand reaches up and then over. Now we're gently flexing, if it feels okay, through that right foot. Big stretch, and there's balance because you need that energy of the core to keep you lifted. One more breath. Good. And then ever so slowly coming back up, bringing the hands down. We're going to take this right leg, slowly slide it in. And look, we're in that magical pose that I love, that goddess pose. And from here, I just want you to take and make some circles. So that kind of goddess circle. If you want to add a little dipping into it, you're welcome to. That's up to you. Letting the head go. One direction, nice and slow. Don't overdo it. Good. Just kind of loosening up all those muscles that we used and those stretches that we took. Switch directions when you're ready. Just circles so they can be upright a little bit more, or you might find you kind of dip them a little bit more. Always up to you. Good. Whatever feels right. Just a few more. 2 more. Good. 1 more. Good. And then coming back up. Nice neutral posture here. So then we're going to switch. We're going to take that left leg out, toes turning up if you can. You can always bend it a little bit more and bring the toes down. Obviously modify and protect all these joints of your body. And then again, this right knee opening up a little bit, and we're sitting nice and tall. Bring the hands to the hips to start. Take your breath, inhale, and that exhale kind of relaxes you into it, right? And then here we go. We're going to take that right hand, either place the hand onto the top of that thigh or knee, or if you have the flexibility, you can always take the forearm. As we start, we're just going to bend that elbow a little bit if you have the hand there, and then slowly open up the chest a little bit as you're kind of taking a little bit of a twist just to open up the front of the body. Then keeping that left hand where it is, or you might sweep it up and you might reach it over. Good. Flex a little bit through that left leg. Lift the belly. Taking 2 more breaths. Inhales. And exhales. Find the balance. Find the core. 1 more. And that exhale. Feels good. And then very slowly coming back up. That left hand finds the hip. That right hand slowly slides to the hip as well. And we sit nice and tall. Take a breath. Exhale. Feel the body. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then coming to the other side. So same thing, just moving slowly. We're going to take that left hand and it'll find that leg, that thigh, just not on the kneecap, please. Same thing, turning the torso as you open up the front of the body, lifting the belly button in and up, kind of opening up that chest. Good. And then slowly just sliding over a little bit as you get that stretch into the right hip. And same thing, you can keep that hand on the hip or sweep it up and reach it over. Lift the belly in and up, that pelvic floor. Good. Just taking 2 breaths there. Breathe into that right rib cage. I meant to say that on the other side. Good. 1 more breath. Really nice. And then ever so slowly coming back up. Good. Bringing the hands back to the hips. And then sliding that left foot back. So we're back into that goddess pose. Love it. Bring the hands down onto the knees. Keep the feet wide. Toes are turned out in the same direction as the knees. Okay. And we're going to take that same pose that we took, but we're going to take and place this right hand onto the knee, or again, it can be that right forearm, really lifting. I want you lifting the belly in and up. You should take that left hand and kind of push it into that inside of that left thigh. Good. And just turn the torso and open up. So again, it can look like this. Good. Opening the front of the body. Good. And then from here, just slowly coming back up. A little bit of that core here, going to the other side. So that hand or that forearm slides down to the top of that left knee. This right hand pushes to the inside of that thigh. The belly draws in, and there's a little bit of opening of the chest, a little bit of a twist. Shoulders melt away from the ears. Good. 1 more breath. Perfect. And then ever so slowly, lift the belly to come back up. Perfect. Heel toe, the feet back together. I love how that feels to heel toe. So let's do it again just because it feels nice, that energy in the feet. We're going to come to the feet before we end, but heel, toe, heel, out. Good. And then heel, toe, back, in. Nice. So silly, right? The simple pleasures of life. A good heel toe today at 12:30. So from here, we're going to come up to standing, and we're going to do some of those similar movements that we did seated in the legs, so in standing. So if you want to stay in the chair, please do, or wherever you are, and just find the modifications for you as you kind of repeat some of these poses, okay? Up to you. So coming up to standing. Good. Placing that chair wherever you need it. So we're going to start with the standing behind the chair and standing nice and tall. And if it feels okay, take the hands, bring them down alongside you, and just feel again this Tadasana. So the soles of the feet solidly on the earth, and a little bit of that energy running up through the center line of your body to the crown of head. Good. Just feel that space, open up the heart. Little bit of a slight tug of the tail, lift of the pubic bone, openness of the heart center. Take another breath, inhale, and then exhale. Beautiful. From here, bring the hands down onto the back of the chair, and we're going to step this right foot back. So if you're in the chair and you're doing these poses, you can take that right leg and kind of bring it out to the side, possibly. So we're on the ball of that back foot, and I want you to sit back into the heel and get that nice energy from the back of the leg, and lift and open up that chest. Good. So shoulders are over the hips. Feeling energy up the back of that leg. Good. You might even feel something coming into the front of that right hip. One more breath. Beautiful. Now, from here, we're going to take that heel of that right foot and we're going to bring it down onto the earth. Good. And that left knee, it's bent and it's over the ankle. And the toes on that right foot, they're kind of turning out to about 90 degrees. So it's a warrior two kind of lower half of the body with some nice stretch coming to the inner thighs and hips. Placing that left hand onto the chair, keep it there. Bend that left elbow a little bit. Slide that right hand to the hip. Good. Lean over just a little bit. And then from here, just open up the front of the body ever so slightly. Take this right arm up to the sky. Good. And then reach it over the chair a little bit. There's that same similar shape we did. Inhales and exhales. Good. One more breath. Feel the legs working. Stay stable in that foundation. Beautiful. Now slowly coming back up, taking that right hand back to the hip. Good. Nice and tall here. Take a breath. Inhale. Good. And that exhale. We're going to do that again. So again, leaning, bending that left elbow a little bit, lifting the belly in and up so we're not collapsing. And then from here, if it feels okay on the shoulder, take that right arm, reach it up and over a little bit. Big side stretch, taking 2 breaths there. Inhale and exhale. One more. And that exhale. Good. Now from here, coming back, we're going to take this right hand back to that hip. Then from here, we're going to take this left leg and we're going to lengthen it. So it's long and that foot kind of pushing into the earth, but drawing the energy back up through the body. Good. Stay open with these hips. Bend that left elbow. Lift the belly in and up. Good. Feeling this up, sort of the inside of that left leg, that hip as well. Staying here. Now, if you like, you can always take that top arm up a little bit, but stay long and lift it in the core and long into the side body. You can always take that hand down. Triangle pose. Now, breathe into both ribs. Inhale. Now exhale and do this modified version. One more. Beautiful. Exhale. Good. Feels good. Then slowly bring that right hand down, bend the left knee, roll back to the ball of that right foot. And then from here, step slowly forward. Good. And just shake it out. So shake out the hips a little bit. Let that whole side of the body open. Bend the knees a little bit. And then we're going to come to the other side. I'm going to switch and come over here, but we're still working. I'm not mirroring you. I just don't want to have my back towards you the whole time. So hands come onto the back of the chair, standing tall, and make sure that chair is solid on the earth. Mine was not earlier. And then we're going to take this left foot, just starting there. We're going to step it back. And we're going to be on the ball of that left foot. And then as you do, I just want you to take a nice inhale. Bring the shoulders kind of up over the hips. And then exhale down into that heel. Good. Inhale. And exhale down into that heel. Good. From here, take a nice inhale. And then let that left heel kind of roll down onto the floor so the hips open up. Yeah, and that right knee over that right ankle. There's a beautiful openness coming into the front of the hips. Yeah, that right knee again over that ankle. Good. Feel that space here. That left hand comes to your hip to start. That right hand on the chair. Bend the elbow a little bit, lift the belly, and just come into this first level of the side stretch. Feel the legs working. They're meant to work a little bit. One more breath. Beautiful. Now from here, that left hand can sweep up if you like and over into that side stretch. Big stretch here. Inhales and exhales. This is my tight side, so I really feel the stretch. So just modifying it, not going too deep, but still opening it. One more breath. Keep lifting the belly in and up. Good. And then slowly coming back up, taking that left hand back to the hip. Pausing for a moment, still working the legs. Feel that the legs are strong. They're kind of rooting out of the earth to the crown of the head, rooting into the earth and out and up. Good. Now we're going to do it again. So just bend that right elbow, lift the belly in and out. And if you like, again, take that top arm, reach it up and over. Feel the breath. Good. Beautiful. Now, slowly coming back, taking this left hand, bringing it back to the hip, and now we're going to take that right leg and we're going to lengthen it. Yeah, so nice big upside down V, lifting out of the hips, so lengthening the spine. Good. And then from here, same thing. Bend that right elbow a little bit as we reach over that right leg. You should feel it into that left hip, a little bit into the back of that right leg. Yeah, good. And here's those options. So you might take that top arm and reach it up. You might take that bottom hand, if you have that chair, and slide it down into this Uttika Trikonasana, triangle pose, extended triangle. Whatever feels right. I'm going to do the more modified with the hand up a little bit so it's not as deep. One more breath. Love it. And then ever so slowly, take this top hand, bend this right knee, hand comes back to the chair. You're going to roll to the ball of that left foot. And then slowly, it's a little more difficult to step back and find that downward dog. And just take your time, letting that lower back, hips as they shift around a little bit. That neck is long. And just move around. Let the feet be a little bit wider as you breathe through and lengthen through the whole spine, reaching the sit bones back behind you. Breathe into the side of the ribs, the shoulders, up into the palms. Let the head release a little bit more. Take your breath, inhales and exhales. Beautiful, and then slowly take the gaze forward and begin to walk yourself up. Yes, take your time. Standing nice and tall here. And then from here, staying with yourself facing the chair so the fingertips are going to be on it. So imagine I have the chair there. We're going to take hands to the hips, feet are going to be wide, and we're going to turn the toes out. As we turn them out a little bit, we're going to bend first that left knee. So just bend it. We're kind of reaching through and then straighten it. And then bend the right knee. So the knee kind of goes over the toes. I'm actually going to bring my feet a little bit wider. Good. And then come back up. Now from here, keeping the toes turned out, hands at the hips, we're just going to bend both knees. Now just feel you're kind of tucking the tail. Those inner thighs are working, right? We're kind of attempting to reach the knees a little bit more open without collapsing. Good. Now come back out, extend the legs. Good. 2 more times just like that. Bend and extend. Good. 1 more time. Yes, little ballet kind of poses. Good. Let's do 1 more because I lost count. Good. And back up. Good. And then from here, hands at the hips, or if you want, bring them to the chair. And then heel, toe, back, together. Really nice. And shake it out. Me too. Just get that nice energy flowing through the body. We're going to come back down to our chairs and come back to doing some more seated poses with some stretching into the legs. So again, if you have those props and you want to use them, you can bring them close by. Sitting nice and tall again, or wherever you are. We're going to start with that right leg and we're going to extend it out. So this is where you might bring those props and place them either side of that leg, that right leg. Good. Sit tall. Take a breath. Good. Now, to start though, we're going to take the hands to the top of that left thigh. We're going to push through that heel of that right leg. So the leg is out in front. And we're just going to slide forward a little bit. So the hands kind of slide down towards the top of the knee. And we're going to just lengthen and fold into this. So just finding our balance at first. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and feel that energy up the back of that right leg. Take 2 breaths. Listen for the breath. 1 more breath. Really nice. Good. And then ever so slowly, just come back up. Now, you can either come back to that with the hands onto the top of that left knee, or take the hands to the right leg, sit a little taller, find that foundation, and then begin to slide forward. So do not, and I don't often tell you exactly what to do, but do not let the hands collapse onto the top of that knee and put pressure there. You stop above the knee, and if you like to go deeper, hands go either to the shin or find those sweet props that you place there. Or stay here, right? Wherever you are, just take the breath, taking 3 breaths. 2 breaths, just listen and feel the breath. 1 breath. Really nice. And then ever so slowly, we're going to come back up. So sliding up, or the hands might find that left knee and roll up. Good. Now stay with this. Take the arms, reach them up to the sky. Get that nice inhale. Yes, and then that right hand crosses over, finding the outside of that left knee. That left hand finds the hip. Take a breath, inhale. And then twist to the left as you exhale. Relax the neck. Good. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then as you release, come back, slide that right foot back in and just give the knees a little bit of a shake. Good. Should feel good. Nice. And then we're going to come to the other side. So taking that left leg, we're going to extend it, long toes come up towards the sky, sit bones dropping down, spine lengthening. And again, if you have those props, just to prep for it, you can place them either side of that left foot if you have them. And from here, sit nice and tall, place the hands onto the right thigh. Good, inhale. And then begin to just slide forward a little bit with that right side, but feeling a little bit of this up the back of that left leg. Taking 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more breath. Nice, full, soft, even breaths. Love it. And then slowly begin to come back up. Take your time. Good. And then here's where we shift. You can stay exactly as we just did and do it again with the hands onto that right thigh, or place them onto the left thigh. Sit tall. And then begin again, lengthen to slide down the leg, not stopping at the knee. You either stop above or you go below, or you find those props, or you say, I'm going to come back, hands onto that right knee, okay? So whatever it is for you, try not to lock behind the back of that left leg. And just take your breaths here. We're going to take 3 breaths. One more breath. Feels good, that energy up the back of the body. Good, and then very slowly lift the belly in and up and begin to come back up. Hands find that right knee and you lift up all the way. Good, but stay. Take these arms, sweep them up to the sky. Get that nice big reach. Beautiful. And then take that left hand across to the outside of that right knee, and that right hand comes into that twist. So waist, back, chair. Open up, flex through that left foot and open the heart. One more breath. Love it. And then slowly coming back and sliding that left leg back in. And giving these legs just a nice little rock side to side. Yeah, should feel good. So we're going to take, what time is it? One final little twist. We're going to walk the feet over to the right. So kind of taking them over, but staying on the chair. And from here, we're going to take that right hand to the outside of that left thigh. And this left hand, let it come round. And if you can, find a little bit of the chair or your hip or the seat of the chair, whatever it is. I want you to lift tall, really lift the belly button in and up. And then open up to this twist, a little bit into the right side of the body. Sorry, the left side of the body. Take your breath. Good. One more. Good. And then slowly, you're going to unravel. Good. And then just walk the feet back and then walk them over to the left. You don't really have to. I just like that it creates a little more space when you come into the twist where your opposite hand goes. So find the feet onto the earth, a little bit of energy through the inner thighs. Place that left hand onto the outside of that right knee. And that right hand maybe to the hip. I kind of think the chair right about now helps depending on the type of chair. Sit nice and tall. Push that left hand into that right knee and begin to take this twist. Nice open twist, but I'm feeling some nice energy up the side of the leg. Good. One more breath. Yeah, and then just slowly releasing, coming back to center with these legs. Good. Now, just find a little bit that energy into the feet. I want you to take this right foot, roll onto the ball of the foot and just make some circles there. Now, if you like, you can always slide the hands behind and make circles like that, whatever feels right. Good. Switch direction. Love it. And then place that right foot down onto the earth, coming to the left. Same thing. So lifting the heel, making some circles, or sliding the hands, lifting the leg, making some circles. Good. Opposite way. Good. Nice. And then let that heel come back down. Now, just slow. Slide back into whatever seat you're in. So again, if you're laying down, just really kind of nuzzle in there. This is our kind of final few moments of just settling. And you can always lay on the earth and take your legs, the back of the legs over the chair as well. It's a really nice pose. Or whatever it is, just let yourself go here. Let yourself relax. Hands can be down onto the thighs or cupped into each other in front, or pointer finger, thumb, whatever feels right. Just let go here for a few moments together. Just feel all that movement. Feel the energy of each other. Notice the body, the mind, how it feels. Let's take a few breaths here. Just pausing into your practice. The rise and the fall, this gift of here and now, this time together. As you bring your hands to your heart center. And just bowing into yourself. Bowing into each other. And honoring this space, this time that we have. Honoring each other, supporting each other. What a wonderful gift that is to just simply be there for each other. And take a nice inhale as you lift your head. Exhale out through the mouth. And inhale again today for 3 ohms. Just find that vibration of the ohm. As we bow again, we bow to ourselves and we bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you, dear yogis. Thank you so much. Thank you for practicing with me, moving with me, breathing with me, feeling, being human with me. Such a blessing. I thank you so much. Namaste. Zoom tomorrow for chair yoga. So if you would like to do chair yoga with us on Zoom, send me your email and then the link will be emailed to you about 15-20 minutes before the class tomorrow at 12. It's really lovely. So I hope that you show up and partake in some new experiences. Thanks.